Hey guys, it's Elena, and in today's video we're going to be talking about cloth diapering versus disposable diapering. We're going to look at the costs of each one and figure out if it's worth it from a financial standpoint to cloth diaper your baby. So these numbers are kind of generous. They are based on the largest pack option you can get, and so the cheapest per diaper option for the disposables. Now, if you're somebody who's on a tight budget and you have to kind of buy a smaller pack at a time, it's going to end up costing you more in the long run, because those diapers, those disposables, are going to cost more per diaper when you buy, like, you know, a couple dozen pack versus the over 100 packs. So these are based on the best price that you could possibly get, not using coupons or anything like that, but just like the biggest packages. So for the up and up diapers, we're looking at $900. For Pampers, we're looking at over $2,000, and for 7th generation, we're looking at $2,200. Now these numbers are based on potty training at 2.5 years old, and we all know all babies are different. Some are gonna potty train well before they turn 2, some are gonna wait until they're over 3 or even older than that. Some are gonna potty train during the day but not at nighttime, so there's a lot of variables that go into this, but my numbers are just based on potty training at 2.5 years old, which is about when my 2 older boys potty trained. Now, with that being said, I do want to let you know I am a mom of 3. I am currently cloth diapering my littlest, who is 10 months old. I started cloth diapering my oldest when he was about 9 months old, so we did use disposables for 9 months there at the very beginning of our parenting journey. So I have used disposables. I have also used cloth diapers, so I know how it goes either way. And I've also not been perfect at using cloth. Every once in a while we do use some disposable diapers, like to go on vacation, or when I had 2 in cloth and things were just getting a little out of hand, having a newborn. I did use disposables for a little while with the 2 of them. So I haven't been perfectly cloth diapering since my oldest was 9 months old. I've used a little combination here and there. And I do want to say that is absolutely, totally, perfectly fine. If you really want to be a cloth diapering parent and all of a sudden you find yourself overwhelmed and you want to go back to disposables for a couple weeks, don't feel guilty, don't feel bad about it. Using a variety can be the best thing for you and your mental health as a parent. So these numbers are also based on 10 diaper changes for the first like 3 months, and then about 7 diaper changes from there on out each day. So that's just kind of based on what I have used on my older 2 and my little guy right now. That's just kind of the general numbers that I have found works for our family for how many diaper changes per day. So that's what I based it on, because it does vary a little bit. When you have like newborn size disposable diapers, they are cheaper than the bigger kid size, but you're also using a ton more when baby is a newborn versus when baby is like a year older. So yeah, if you are looking at using cheap up and up brand, it's still gonna cost you $900. If you're looking at using more name brand diapers, it's gonna cost you $2,000 per kiddo. And that's the cool thing about cloth diapers, is that you can use them again if you decide on having more babies. If you keep your cloth stash from your first baby, you can totally use it on your second baby. I have some diapers that have now been they're on their 3rd baby and they are holding up perfectly fine. Some of them are not. Some of them are a little bit raggedy looking, but you can totally get away with using cloth diapers through at least 2 kiddos. Okay, so let's talk about my recommendations for different types of cloth diaper stashes. Now, I do have videos all about different recommendations, and it all really just comes down to what your preference is as a parent. It can be a little overwhelming to look at the cloth diaper world right now. Go online and just search cloth diapers. There are so many options out there, and I do have a Cloth 101 playlist, which I'll leave down below, that has a video all about different types of diapers. Like, what are the different types of diapers, and I show you examples of each of those. So if you still have no idea what is even out there in the cloth diaper world, I would totally recommend checking out that playlist and that video in particular. But anyway, I love flat diapers and pocket diapers, so I'll show you what that is. This is just one little option that you could use. So I love muslin flats. It's just a big piece of material, one big flat piece of material, and when it comes out of the wash, I just fold it up into a rectangle, fold, 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 and then you have a pocket diaper here, which is just what it sounds like. It's a pocket here, and you can stuff your little rectangle inside of this pocket, and then throw it onto baby. So that's one option. This is a Baby Boo pocket, which are one of my very favorites, and the muslin flats. If you did a whole stash, we're talking 30 diapers. That's what I based everything on, 30 cloth diapers that you can wash every 2 to 3 days and have them around the house constantly. So using 30 diapers I think is a very good amount. You could probably get away with way less than that when baby's bigger, when they're over like, I don't know, like 8 months old. You probably don't need that many diapers, but in the little baby days, they do go through more diapers. So I just put it at 30 for like a decent sized stash, because you do want to wash every 2 or 3 days. If you let it go longer than that, the smell of the diapers is probably going to bother you and it's going to be harder to wash it out. But anyway, if you went with 30 of this system right here, it's going to cost you $588.25 according to my calculation. So less than 600 bucks, and that's less than the cheapest option of Disposables, which was 900 bucks. Remember, the cheapest option using Up and Up brand from Target on Disposables is going to cost you $900. If you did 30 of these, it would cost you less than 600. But that's not even our cheapest option. Super cheap option is also those muslin flats. Like I said, I love them. I think they're just awesome. I have multiple videos about why I love flat diapers. But if you want to go with a different option, these pockets are the Mama Koala pockets. You can get them on Amazon for like 35 bucks for a 6-pack. Much, much cheaper. With the same inserts, you can get that for less than 300 bucks. For $285, you could go with a full stash of Mama Koala diapers. And that's pretty cheap. Now I do want to mention something. If the idea of a flat diaper totally just throws you off, you're like, why on earth would I want to fold this every time it's laundry day? You don't have to. The brand Green Mountain Diapers offers inserts, which are, you know, just like a few layers of fabric all sewn together into a rectangle. Mine, of course, is in the wash right now, so I don't have it to show you, but it's just like a little insert of material. If you wanted to go with a full stash of those, you could put 3 of those inserts inside of a pocket diaper, and that would cost you a little bit cheaper or a little bit more than using the muslin flats. So 30 of the muslin flats are going to cost you $110. If you went with all inserts, it's going to cost you $127. So only a little bit more for the inserts, and then you never have to fold them. All you do is grab them out of the wash, stack them up into like 2 or 3, and stuff it into the diaper. So those inserts are great. I do have an absorbency video featuring them. I will leave them down below. If I find the insert out of the wash, I'll like show you a close-up of what it actually looks like here over the video. But as I'm speaking right now, it's in the wash, so I don't have it here to show you. But if the idea of having to fold something makes you angry, there are also inserts that you can just throw into a pocket. You don't have to use flats. I just love flats for so many reasons. I will leave a video down below why I love flats. Now, if you don't want to do any of that work, you don't want to have to take the inserts, stuff them into a pocket, or fold the flats and stuff them into a pocket, there are also all-in-one options, which means everything is all sewn together. So this is a Kale Mamo all-in-one. It has 2 inserts here, you can see, but they are sewn in, so when it goes through the wash, you're not going to have to match up the inserts. It just comes out of the wash like so. You just scoop it up, fold it into a diaper shape, put it in a pile, or not. You could just like throw this into a laundry basket and have it right next to the changing station. You don't have to fold anything if you don't want to. There are other options out there. If you wanted to go with a full stash of Kale Mamos, these ones are a little bit more pricey. These are 30 bucks a pop times 30 diapers, so we're looking at $900 for a full stash of these diapers right here, which would cost you just as much if you decided to go with the cheapest Disposables from Up and Up, which is $900 as well. These guys, you could spend $900 on them and be able to use them on the next kiddo. Another all-in-one option here are the Lighthouse Kids. This is a Lighthouse Supreme all-in-one. If you did a full stash of 30 of these, it would cost you $750 bucks. I don't have this one on hand, but the Happy Flute Heavy Wetter all-in-ones, which you can get at happybehinds.com. They're all natural fibers. 30 of those are gonna cost you $419 bucks. So there are definitely options out there. You can go all the way from spending $900 on a full stash of these all-in-ones down to like $300 on a full stash of the Mama Koalas that you can find on Amazon. So we've learned that cloth diapering, the diapers themselves are going to be cheaper than disposable diapering, but you're also going to be spending more time doing laundry. I estimated I spend about 2 hours a week doing cloth diaper laundry. If you have a full stash of all-in-ones though, it's probably not gonna be that much time. You know, I'm not counting how long the laundry is going, you know, that's gonna be more than 2 hours a week. But how much hands-on time, you know, starting the laundry, putting it in the dryer, folding the laundry, that kind of stuff, I estimate I'm about at 2 hours. But I have a lot of flats that I have to fold up. If you use a full all-in-one stash, you're not gonna really be doing much folding at all. Also, the water bill will be a little bit more pricey because you're running the laundry a couple more times a week. Now, like I said, I started cloth diapering my oldest when he was 9 months old, and he is almost 6 now. So 5 years ago, when I looked at our water bills comparing before I started cloth diapering to when I was cloth diapering, it was about $5 more a month we were spending on the water bill. And that's just where I live. I live in rural Missouri. I don't know, is water cheap or expensive here? I have no idea. But it was about $5 more a month that we were spending on the water bill. I don't know about the electric bill because it varies so much throughout the year. It's very hard to figure out if that was more expensive. But as far as water is concerned, it was only $5 a month. Now, I do have a recommendation. If you are a working mom and it sounds really daunting, but you really want a cloth diaper, I would very much recommend having a streamlined stash of cloth diapers. Whether you choose the flats and pockets or you choose all-in-ones, I would super recommend just doing the same stuff all across the board because it makes laundry day so much easier. On laundry day, I have a big variety of diapers, and so I will like throw all the all-in-ones in a pile over here, all the flats in a pile, all the pockets in a pile, and then match up what I need to match up. If you have a very streamlined stash, you don't have to make a bunch of different piles, and you don't have to think much when you're doing laundry, you know, which is super helpful. If you just have a pile of flats and all you have to do is just fold, fold, fold until you get a bunch of rectangles, you don't have to think much. You know exactly what you're doing. You're doing the same thing over and over again until you have your diaper pile ready to go, right? If you have a bunch of different types of diapers, it kind of gets annoying trying to sort through them all and matching up inserts and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend, especially if you're a working mom, if you really don't like the idea of cloth diaper laundry, streamline your stash. Make everything the same, okay? Now, another thing I didn't mention are cloth diaper accessories. You may want to use cloth wipes instead of disposable wipes, and so those are gonna cost you a little bit. You know, you might buy like a 12 pack of wipes for $10 or something times, I don't know, you might need like 24 or 30 wipes or something like that. You also might want to invest in a cloth diaper sprayer. It's a little spray hose that attaches to your toilet, so when you get a poopy diaper, you can spray the poo out into the toilet without having to like swish it around in the toilet. Cloth diaper sprayer might cost you $30-40, so that might be an additional thing you might want to invest in. I love my cloth diaper sprayer. I don't know that I would cloth diaper if I didn't have it, so I think that's an essential as well. You might also want to purchase wet bags, which are just little waterproof bags you can take with you when you're out of the house and throw the dirty diapers into that. You might want to use wet bags around the house to store dirty diapers, or you might just buy like little laundry baskets to store dirty diapers throughout the house. You might end up needing more absorbency for overnight diapers. If baby starts sleeping through the night pretty quickly, they might need extra absorbency. You might end up investing in some overnight specific diapers. So you might end up spending, you know, like 20 bucks on an overnight diaper. You might get like 3 or 4 of them to last for your laundry schedule, you know. So you might end up spending a little bit more on overnight stuff. But overall, looking at the numbers, you can totally save a bunch of money if you go with cloth diapers over disposable diapers, especially if you're having more than one kiddo. you can save thousands of dollars. Like, seriously. Alright, so I think that's about it for today's video. I'll leave links down below to my Cloth 101 playlist and all of the videos that I find that I think that you might find helpful. There's some stuff down there that might be pretty helpful for you guys. I hope this video wasn't too long or ridiculous. I hope that you learned something in today's video. If you are already a cloth diapering parent and you have a friend who is expecting, maybe send them a link to this video so they can kind of see that cloth is an option out there. But really, my whole goal here is just to let you know that cloth diapering is an option. You don't have to disposable diaper your baby. There are so many options out there for diapering your baby. You don't just have to use what you might think of as like traditional, you know, disposable diapers. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what other videos you want to see here on this channel, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!